Uminit ang politika sa bansa matapos bumanat si Zaldico laban sa umanay katiwalian ni House Speaker Tambaluslos at Kuting Jr. Ang mga akusasyon ni Ko ay nagdulot na matinding reaksyon at muling binuksan ang mga usapin ng integridad sa gobyerno. Kasabay nito naging matindi rin ang pahayag ni Vice Presidente Sara Duterte laban kay First Lady Liza Teresmax. Ayon kay VP Sara, hindi mo katanggap-tanggap ang ginawang pagkakalat ng maling impormasyon ng unang ginang sa publiko na tila naglalayong magbukang malinis ang administrasyon sa kabila ng mga isyong kinakarap nito. Binigyan din ni VP Sara na hindi dapat lokohin ang taong bayan at na kailangang maging tapat ang mga mamumuno sa kanilang tungkulin. Sa gitna ng mga patutsada at alintanang ito, marami ang humihiling ng masusing imbestigasyon upang malaman ang katotohanan sa mga aligasyon. Patuloy na binabantayan ng publiko ang mga susunod na hakbang ng administrasyon upang linawin ang usaping ito. Hiling ng maraming Pilipino ang hustisya at pananagutan upang masiguro na mananatiling tapat ang pamahalaan sa kanilang mga mamamayan. At yan nga ang balitang ating pagkakatutukan. Ngunit bago ang lahat, siguraduhin mag-subscribe at ihitang notification bell para sa patuloy na pagtutok sa mga sulip ng bagong balita sa tunay na boses ng masa.
For determination of the budget of the Vice President. And after that, the Majority Leader seconded the motion. That was 2022, Madam Chair. Then 2023, no less than the Presidential son, our own Senior Deputy Majority Leader, the Honorable Sandro Marcos, stood up and invoked the long-honored tradition of according courtesy to the OBP, the Office of the Vice President. And in the same manner, he moved for determination of the office of the budget, the consideration of the budget of the office of the President, Vice President. I also recall, Madam Chair, that it was terminated. And with the full consternation of Honorable Franz Castro, who then objected, but her objections were never heard until she moved to make up record by way of manifestation her objection. But the committee collectively said, you can no longer do that because there was already a termination of the hearing. This is the time-honored tradition, Madam Chair. For so long a time, we have kept and observed this. We have upheld this tradition. My question is this committee authorized to set aside or discard the tradition? That is the question.
Your Honor, such motion was not introduced in the last hearing.
I am now introducing the motion, Madam Chair.
I second, Madam Chair.
To terminate the consideration of the budget of the Vice President, Madam Chair, on the basis of the long and time-honored tradition, Madam Chair. In order for us to respect a tradition, in the same manner that we have respected the tradition here, that the first to interpolate every time is the member of the minority. That is the tradition. We have not yet discarded that. We're observing that because we are honorable members of this Congress. So the question is, why have we discarded that tradition? Is this committee authorized to set aside the tradition? If we are not able to do that, Madam Chair, then I honorably, respectfully now move to terminate consideration of the budget of the office of the Vice President, and I so move.
Sir, I objected to the motion and
Ayun na, nagagalit na yung mga alam mo na kung sino yung number 1 kumukontra dyan. Di ba? Ayan, tumayo. Sabi niya, tradition na ito yung Office of the President niya kahapon mabilis-bilis lang. Yung mga nakaraang taon sa Office of the Vice President, mabilis lang. Bakit ngayon? Dahil dyan, ito mapapakita tayo nagkaroon ngayon ng away ng konti. Ayan.
But ang nangyari, a barrage of questions. That's why I'm asking Bakit natin ginawa yun earlier? Are we not already respecting a tradition well kept by this House?
Respect tradition.
Hindi nga, pinagtatanong nyo siya eh. Meron pang pratidila, whatever. That is disrespect to the office of the President, Vice President. So ano pinagtatanong nyo sa kanya eh? This question never happened before.
Grabe, ang tapang nito. Hanga talaga ako sa iyo. Kung Marcoleta, kung nanonood ka, ha, nawala ko yung numero ninyo eh. Pero kung grabe, ako talaga, pag ikaw kumandidato na senador talaga, mangangampanya ako sa iyo. Kailangan natin ng ganitong klaseng congressman eh. Yung may bayag. Oh, ang hirap nito ha. Tatanggalan ka ng budget dyan. Tatanggalan ka ng mga proyekto dyan. Yung papalag ka at kakampihan mo ngayon. Critical ngayon eh. Critical itong moment na to. This is the most critical time. Na it's either you are with the side of VP Sara Duterte or you are against Speaker Romualdez. Ganun lang eh. Walang middle dito. Kaya nga sipsipan dyan eh. Pero tumayo ho itong kongresista na ito. Iba ito. At ang talino ho nito.
That is the one I'm explaining to you. It did not happen before. Now, ang tanong ko po, ba't nangyari po nung nakaraan, nangyayari na naman ngayon?
We are talking of the office that the person...
Motion was introduced.
You may not like the person.
Yan na,
You may
yan na.
not like her presence here. But
yan
you
na.
have to respect the office of the Vice President. That is all. Because that is guided by the tradition. Kahapon po, kagaya po na sinabi nila, wala nang pinagtanong sa office of the President. And that is correct. That is in line with that tradition. Ngayon po, kung ang tinatanong ko ngayon, are we discarding the tradition?
Grabe.
And is this committee authorized to discard a well-kept tradition? So kaya nga, then why are we intending to ask questions na naman at pinatawag nyo na naman kung sino-sino dito? That is why, kung hindi po kayo makakasagot, madam, ang tinanong ko na sa inyo, I am now moving. Oh. May brati-bratinela pa?
Grabe, tinayuan talaga. Palakpakan! Yung katabi niya, as far as I remember, si Congressman Ungab yun eh. Yan din, kalyado rin yan. Sa Davao City, di ba? Na 3rd Congressional District, yan po si Congressman Ungab. Pero ang talagang lumaban dito ay walang iba kung hindi si Marcoleta. Lahat tinayuan niya. Ito nga, ito isang makulit na to. Hindi ko alam kung sino to. Biglang humihirit pa dyan eh.
Kung kayo nakakita ng gano'n, this did not happen anytime. Pang-labing-pitong taong ko na po ito.
Tama yan. Yan ang importante kasi malaman natin eh. Is this abnormal yung hinihingi ni Congressman Marcoleta na bigyan ng kertesiya ang Office of the Vice President? Hindi po. Tradition na po yan. Mula noon, maging kalaban ng Vice President, binibigyan ng kertesiya. Ngayon lang nangyari itong pangwawalang yan ninyo sa Office of the Vice President.
Alam nyo, Madam Stella, I was already here when the Vice President was Noli Di Castro, when the Vice President was Binay, when Vice President...
But you were also here in the last hearing. No motion was introduced.
Yun na nga, kasi question na kaagad eh. Wala man lang...
We can read the records. No, he did not introduce the motion.
Nag-motion siya ngayon.
But it's...
Yung status, parliamentary status. The first thing is that is the manifestation of Congressman Dante Marcoleta, and it should be answered by the members. If the motion, then after that, Marcoleta will move that motion.
So ayan po 'yon ha. So ayan po ang nangyayari ngayon sa Kamara ha. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo mga kababayan eto na ho yung mga panahon na hindi ka pwedeng gumitna. Hindi ka pwedeng sumipty.
Incidental na. Ako rin nag-incidental na.
Discarded by way of manifestation. There is no rule about that.
You have to get the opinion of the members. You have to get the opinion of the members.
You get your members.
Yeah, of course. Let the members say their piece. Tatapusin muna.
Hindi mo ba tayo nagsimula? Kasi simula lang natin
dapat kung nagsimula tayo.
Madam Chair, petition lang. may motion, seconded, then magtanong ka kung may objection.
Mas boss,
Pero no object and deliberation. Para ma-deliberate. Yun. Let's follow the procedure. Pagdating tayo ng pag may objection, mag-deliberation tayo.
Hindi po yun eh. Tinatanong kasi, sagutin ninyo if this community has the right to discard a well-kept tradition. Is this committee authorized to set aside the tradition? That is the question that needs to be answered first and foremost.
Pwedeng pindutin yung mic.
Nagtatanong po ako, madam.
Incidental na ako. Ako rin nag-incidental na ako. Wala papasok sa mic natin.
To you, a long-standing, time-honored tradition. Ang tinatanong ko po, tradition po natin ito eh. Ang problema ay marami dito na yung point kaya hindi nila alam yung tradition. I am saying, Madam Chair, this was a tradition well kept for so long a time.
Follow the rules. You could have a motion introduced by a member, but it was an objection.
Bago po yung Madam. I was asking for an answer.
Answer this.
Yung answer niya, register a tradition
Sabi ko mayroong tradisyon, pinapaliwanag ko na sa inyo. Ang tinatanong ko,
Sinasabi ko na dapat sundin muna. Kasi yung palasagot, nagbuka ng sundin. Hindi nga eh.
Excuse po. Opo.
And it's extended at the start. At the start, it's extended before intervention. This is required because the measure is suspended. And it is also introduced by a member, which I believe parts of the measure. So it's not a there's no such authorization to set it aside.
magano'n na muna tayo para ma-record. Para ma-record.
Ito, di na kami ito. Record, sabi ko tayo po yan ito.
Wala na dapat tayo. Sa nangyari, a barrage of questions. That's why I'm asking. Bakit natin ginawa yun earlier? Are we not already respecting the tradition? Well, kept going on. Hindi nga, pinagtatanong ni siya. Meron pang pratinela, whatever. That is disrespect to the office of the President, Vice President. Wala na pinagtatanong niya sa kanila. These questions never happened before. That is the one I'm explaining to you. It did not happen before. Now, ang tanong ko po, bakit nangyari po nung nakaraan, nangyayari na naman ngayon? You may not like the person, you may not like her presence here, but you have to respect the office of the Vice President. That is all, because that is guided by the tradition. Kahapon po, kagaya po na sinabi nila, wala nang pinagtanong sa office of the President, and that is correct. That is in line with that tradition. Ngayon po, kung ang tinatanong po ngayon, are we discarding the tradition? And is this committee authorized to discard a well-kept tradition? O kaya nga, then why are we intending to ask questions na naman at pinatawag nyo na naman kung sino-sino dito? That is why, kung hindi po kayo makakasagot, Madam, ang tinanong ko na sa inyo, I am now moving. Pratinelo pa. Saan po ka nakakita ng gano'n? This did not happen anytime. Pagpaglabing, 7 taon ko na po ito.
Alam nyo, Madam Stella, I was already here when the Vice President was Noli Castro. When the Vice President was Binay. When Vice President...
But you were also here in the last hearing. No motion was introduced.
Yun na nga, kasi question na kagad eh. Wala man lang...
You can read the records. You did not introduce.
Sana yung motion siya ngayon.
But
That is the manifestation of Congressman Dante Marcoleta, and it should be answered by the members. Motion, then after that, Marcoleta will move the motion. Hindi ba nga nasagot eh? Will you let this Marcoleta to speak? And then we'll move the motion. Sagutin muna. Sagutin muna or move a motion, parliamentary. The rulings of the chair form part of the procedure. So you have to answer the reason. Sagutin muna. Then saka mag-move. Rulings of the chair form part of the rules because it will set a procedure. So if we will set a procedure now that we are discarding traditional courtesy, parliamentary courtesy. No, goodbye, parliamentary courtesy. Wala na tayong parliamentary courtesy. Next. Dapat may first answer your query or your manifestation. Then after that,
Chairman na tinatanong ko, pira naman sa pero sasagot. The question is addressed to the chair. Why would the members answer that?
we don't have the authority to speak.
Naman yung pinagsasabi.
Why the chairman only speak? Di ba kami pwede salita? We are also members, we just the same. Dati alam mo yun. Alam mo yun. Can the vice chair cannot answer your query if he has to answer? Pwede.
Pinag-uusapan natin ang chairman ang sasagot.
No. Not only the chairman.
Magsasalita na ganyan.
Well, in fact, feel ng salita na kayo. Kaya naman ito record. Hindi pwede magsalita yung iba. Hindi pwede yung chairman lang. Di ba? Pwede mo yung dati. Sa parliamentary procedure in the House that the members cannot speak. Pwede. Okay. Ano yung chairman ng House?
And just to confirm, COMSEC, no one from the Office of the Vice President attended.
Yes, Madam Chair, that's true.
Okay. So,
Point of inquiry, Madam Chair.
yes, please proceed. Congressman.
Madam Chair, so ibig sabihin, wala po ni isa na dumating from the Office of the Vice President para sumagot ng mga tanong ng ating mga colleagues, Madam Chair.
That is correct.
Madam Chair, kahapon kasi hindi na kami pinagtanong sa Office of the President. Tapos ngayon naman, wala naman yung Office of the Vice President para tanungin namin, Madam Chair. So, Madam Chair, hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit yung two highest position in the land natin ganito sa ating budget hearing sa Kongreso, no? Madam Chair, isang insulto sa mamamayang Pilipino at sa mga kinatawan dito sa loob ng Kongreso na hinalal ng mamamayan. Ano? Ang hiling natin makapagpaliwanag ng accountability at ang hiling natin ay maglinaw, no, ng mga, kasi marami pa po tayong tanong kaugnay dito. She may not like our questions last hearing, Madam Chair. She may not like being questioned about the OVP expenses. She may not like sitting with us here in the House. But Madam Chair, she is accountable to the people and she has this sworn duty to the Constitution, being the head of the agency, to be here, no, para po ipagtanggol or malaman natin yung budget niya, Madam Chair. So yun lang, Madam Chair, as a manifestation. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, may I manifest also?
Congressman? Sorry, conference.
Madam
Yes.
Chair, pwede ba kami naman muna, hindi naman sunod-sunod na sila na lang. Madam Chair, please.
So, Madam
I'd
Chair,
I'd
so
like
wala
to,
pa naman po
before
tayo
you proceed,
sa...
May I raise a parliamentary inquiry, Madam Chair?
Before you proceed, I'd like to remind our members for orderly proceedings, please wait to be acknowledged
Yes,
before
ma'am,
you
pero-
speak. So sa ngayon po, dahil nauna po si Kong Franz, paunahin na muna natin siya. So Kong Franz, please proceed.
puro sila
And
na
then
po
I will
yung-
recognize you after. Kong Dante.
Magkakasunod, Madam eh.
Medyo nauna lang po siya ng 1 second po.
Di ba
Kong
ang
Dante.
ating tradition, unang minority, pagkatas majority?
Wala pa po
sunod-sunod
tayo sa
naman
interpellation,
sila.
Kong
Oo nga
Dante.
po, pero maski na sa manifestation, dapat ganun din.
Nauna lang po siya, so yes po. Kong Franz, please proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So, ang ibig sabihin nito ay kahit na binigyan natin ang Office of the Vice President na second time around na magpaliwanag do sa budget at magkaroon tayo ng pagkakataon na siya ay matanong dahil ito naman po talaga yung mandato natin dito sa Kongreso, no? Mabusisi yung budget. So, ang ibig sabihin po nito ay binoboykot niya tayo. Pagboboykot ito, Madam Chair, dahil wala pang akong natatandaan na ahensya ng gobyerno o executive branch na binoykot ang Kongreso dito sa budget hearing and deliberation. So ang ibig sabihin, Madam Chair, betrayal of her oath of office. Kahapon nakita ko yung kanyang video na ginagalang niya yung power of the purse ng Kongreso. Alam niya na tayo po yung nag-allocate or nagbabudget or nag-approve ng budget ng lahat ng ahensya. So dahil pinapaubaya niya na sa atin ito, na hindi niya man lang i-defend, kasi ang laki-laki nung, Madam Chair, yung budget for socio-economic program delivery, socio-economic projects and stakeholder, ang ibig sabihin ba niyan, inaabandonan niya na yung pinaplano niya siguro na mga constituents niya, na bibigyan niya nitong mga programs na ito. So, Madam Chair, so, ang problema dito, no, talagang bratinela to the max, no, na ayaw nang matanong, no, umiiwas sa mga tanong, at eto pa, no, kapag gusto nating tanungin, hindi uma-attend doon sa kaya talagang Madam Chair, siguro later on, kung ano yung later on na lang po, Madam Chair, yung aking magiging pasya dito sa magiging budget at recommendation sa budget ng OBP. So, pasensya na po ang taong bayan, binoykot tayo ng Vice President.
Salamat, Kong Franz. Kong Marcoleta, you're now recognized.
Salamat po, Madam Chair. Yung hindi po pagdating ng ating pangalawang Pangulo ngayon, ang suspecha ko po ay dahil sa nangyari na mga pagtatanong nung nakaraang pagdinig. I have heard the volume and the barrage of questions asked by members of this committee to the Vice President. Despite the fact, Madam Chair, I heard her several times saying, I forgo the opportunity of defending the OBP budget for 2025 by question and answer, and I leave it to the House of Representatives to decide on such proposal as presented. That was the template of an answer given by the Office of the Vice President. Madam Chair, napilitan po akong mag-raise ng parliamentary inquiry. I think I have earned this. If I survive...
Magandang balita ang hatid namin sa inyo ngayong araw. Sa pagtatapos ng aming balitaan, nagbigay kami ng mga mahalagang impormasyon. Maraming salamat sa pagtutok at pagsuporta sa aming programa. Huwag kalimutang manatili sa mga susunod na araw para sa mga bagong balita at mga kwento na dapat nating abangan. Mula sa Boses ng Masa, magandang araw, Pilipinas!